Hey, today we're talking about 3 tips to a solid morning routine. That's kind of a big deal, right? You need a morning routine. So, hey, let's rock and roll this morning. Hey, wherever you're at in the world, it's Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It better be Wednesday. It would be weird that I'm on live and I'm not on a Wednesday, right? But hey, we're hanging out this morning. Good morning to you, wherever you're at in the world. Today we're talking about 3 steps to a solid morning routine. And it's 3 M's. Because those of you guys who are in the world, man, one of the greatest things you can do is actually accomplish some cool things you're put in this earth to do. I believe you should not rob the world of the gift of you. Whatever that looks like to you, man, it's got to be taken care of. So today, good morning, Jazzy K. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. I like that. Wisdom Wednesday. I mean, I don't know if I have wisdom. I have a lot of life experience and thoughts that come out of my face because of things I've experienced. But maybe it'll be useful. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But I want you to think about this today. Today I got up and I got my workout in, 45 minutes outside, and it's in the cold a little bit. It wasn't that cold today. And then I came in the house and I got my oatmeal made. I do my oatmeal. I do 2 hard-boiled eggs. I don't know why it is that sometimes the egg shell does not want to come off. Put a little seasoning salt on it, and then I go ahead and eat that, and then I have my green tea because I love some green tea, man. I do not do coffee. I'm a tea guy. It just is what it is. Any announced good morning from Idaho, Marie Johnson, Julia atukule, I think it is, from South Africa. Good morning to you guys. And then from there, I sit down and I eat and I read and I do my thing. Shout out from the Philippines, Carmelo. How you doing? Here's why this is useful, why you should do this. It actually sets the day up amazingly. I get into a good mood. I get into a good flow. I get a good day going. And if you don't have control of your day, man, you don't have control of anything. It sounds odd, but a lot of us get up and all we do is the alarm goes off and then I lean over and I snooze it maybe, and then I just want a couple more minutes of sleep, and then I kind of get up from there, and then the alarm goes off again, and then all of a sudden I'm into my day and I'm rushing around the house and the kids aren't getting dressed and I got to go to work, and I get in my car. I forgot this thing. The radio's just, it sucks, and the car is cold. All these things happen. And then I get to my day, and next thing I know, Kansas City, Missouri, good morning. Bridget, good morning. James West, Isaac, George, good morning. Jody, hey, from the icebox known as Michigan. I love it. Run the egg under you. It's not a bad idea, Angela. It might be a solution right there. Putting the egg under water while I peel it. And then all of a sudden you're into your day. And the next thing you know, you feel like it's like the day just sprints by and you didn't even experience the day. Like the day is just done. And you come home and you're stressed out. You're like, man, I want some wine. I'm going to go ahead and sit down and watch a TV show. I'm going to plop down. But you know there's stuff you got to get done. And it just, the day slides by. And then you actually don't always look forward to the next day. It feels like you just took a deep breath from the past day and the current day, right? And I believe it's heavily because you didn't control the controllables. You can control your morning. Sounds odd. First off, go to sleep on time. Go to sleep before you should go to sleep. Go to sleep when it feels like you should go to sleep. Because a lot of people wait way too long and instead way too late, and then your morning sucks or you're tired because your butt didn't go to bed early enough. Go to bed, man. Like, what are you going to miss? There's nothing going on at midnight, right? Go to bed. That's seriously, first piece of it. Then what you do is wake up early enough to be able to settle into 3 M's. There's 3 M's that will help you set a solid morning routine. Now, there are some phenomenal books and phenomenal teachers on morning routine. And I've tried a whole bunch of different stuff. I actually did a post on Instagram and Facebook recently of what's your morning routine. And a lot of people have a lot of unique different things. And here's a couple, we'll call it some culmination of the thoughts, right? We're going to call it a synthesization of what I pretty much saw from a congruency of different statements, right? Congruent statements in alignment with some similar area. And here's what I found. A lot of people, when it comes to their morning routines, good morning, hello. A lot of people's morning routines, they kind of have 3 things that I find to be unique. And if you could tie these in some capacity, I promise it will be useful and beneficial. Instagram, for some reason, a lot of comments on Instagram, but I feel like they all kind of, I don't know. I don't have control of my money. Comments are not coming from Instagram. My bad if I don't comment to you guys on Instagram. I'm realizing the thing doesn't keep moving for some reason. All of a sudden just stops and I don't see the comments. So my apologies there. But here's what I would do. First off, there's some kind of motion. Some kind of motion in terms of, movement. Motion's one of them. There's some kind of movement. Now, movement's big because movement, I mean body moving. Get your body moving, get your body moving, right? Some kind of movement's got to take place. Jody, you're so right. Yeah, sleep. You got to go to bed, Jody. You got to get some movement in the morning. I don't think people realize that at the end of the day, you've really got to get to the point of starting your day with some kind of movement with your body. Like, I got to get the blood flowing, get the brain turned on, because now you start experiencing the day early. And it's kind of unique when you get to that kind of serene morning moments. If you create some movement, I mean, you can stretch, you can do some push-ups, you can ride your bike, go for a walk outside. It sounds a little bit odd, but go move. Your movement actually starts the brain flowing. You actually start getting the blood into the brain and more oxygen, and the brain turns on. You get a little bit of more joy. You actually get more dopamine and serotonin. Norepinephrine drops into the brain. I feel good. I'm ready to rock and roll, right? I get to actually do some cool stuff. Jody says add some music. Hell yeah, add some music to it. If you want, I can throw an M in there called music, but choose your music. But you got to get some movement in the morning. Those who don't have movement, it comes a little bit like lethargic. You kind of get a little bit right. You don't feel as good. I'm telling you. Whenever I start my morning, I haven't moved in some way. I mean, 5 minutes. Do 5 minutes of push-ups. Do some air squats. The blood flowing actually creates a better brain flow. You turn your brain on, right? It's much smoother and easier. Big piece. Get some kind of movement, right? Then something that works on your mind. I did not say mindset, something that works on your mind. First thing is movement. Second thing is get your mind involved in some capacity. This could be reading, could be meditation. It could be, you could do the Vulcan mind meld if you're a person that watches Star Trek, right? Do something that gets you in some kind of mental flow, right? If you don't start accessing your mind and using your mind, then you don't have control of your mind when it goes into the day, which means you get in your car and that person, you know this moment. There's been a moment when you've woken up and you had a kind of funky day and you get in the car and you go to drive somewhere and someone cuts you off or does something a little bit crazy. Yes, a quick stretch works too. Somebody cuts you off and all of a sudden you're like, you're in a bad mood and you have a little bit of like anger because how dare they cut you off this morning? What are they thinking? And then you get to work and you're unhappy and you're salty, right? But there's also been those mornings, you know it, where you're just in a good mood that morning. You feel good. It just feels good. And then all of a sudden they cut you off and you go, I don't care. This morning, I'm in a good mood this morning. That's happened to you, right? There's been some capacity where that's happened. Think about the difference was. The difference typically was you got up, you felt good, your mind got moving, things are great, and your perception of the world when you left the house was different. It was different, right? Your perception of the world, I felt a little bit better. I didn't feel so bad. Yeah, cut me off. I don't care. I'm going to keep my day going. I'm having a good day. I got a good email. Life feels good, right? The idea is that if you can actually get your mind involved in some way, which could easily be reading a book, get up and read something. Like there's a bunch of all these damn books at my house. I'm reading things all the time. Like get the book, read a little bit, right? Something, I don't mean the news. The news can set you off. Don't read the news, but read something, create something, or meditate, which means get your brain on, but on a beach. I call it put your brain on a beach. Personally, that's actually what I actually call it, is put your brain on a beach. What I mean by that is your brain, when you're sleeping, it's on. When it's awake, it's on. When it's meditating, it's on, but at rest. It's like on a beach. You're there, but you're hanging out, watching the waves roll in, looking at the seagulls fly by, right? Put your brain on the beach, meditate a little bit, breathe, think, get your mind turned on. You start finding you actually release a lot of tension, a lot of stress. You ease into the day a little bit smoother. So if you've moved and you've turned your mind on, it's huge. The last part is M, get some motion. Motion is not physical motion, but it's motion for your day, which means get into some action, right? Take a look at your schedule, start organizing your stuff, like whatever. Maybe I get organized for my day of, I'm going to get all my before I leave the house, I'm going to have my briefcase where it has to go, laptop ready, like get some motion going, right? Make that phone call, send the email, get some traction, right? Because what happens when you get those small wins and you've started things correctly, it starts to feel better. You feel a little bit accomplished. When you start the day with a quick action and a quick win, you feel like a winner. You go into your day as a winner, so you've moved a little bit, your mind is turned on, you create some motion in the direction of something you need to get done, traction gets started. And I don't know about you, but when I start some process and I get some things moving, I feel good. Like this morning I got up and I got some traction on this page I'm creating and building for some things I'm doing. I was like, man, I feel good. I had 30 minutes of a little extra window after my typical routine. And I was like, you know what, I can sit here and I can watch a show, I can do something that's gonna be time consuming for no reason, or I can get some traction. And I did. Before I got on this live, I got 30 minutes. Sounds like not very much, but it's also a lot. I got 30 minutes of some traction and some motion working on something. I feel good right now. I'm genuine. I feel really, really good right now. I'm like, I got started. I got some motion of my day. I did my reading. I did a little bit of meditation. For me, I sit down, I breathe. I think of my breathing. And I just focus on the day and I visualize a little bit. I get my brain involved and I get up and I get something moving. By the time I get here, I'm rocking and rolling. We're at 7:30 a.m. I've already been up 7:47. I've already been up for like 2 hours rocking. And most people are just waking up, watching me. You probably got the boogers in your eyes still, right? But this creates a day and a flow. It's how I can get on here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and still be in a good mood. This is not faked. This is not something I create randomly. Like I don't just wake up, I'm always happy. Most of the time I am, but I'm telling you, I start to control my controllables in the morning. When you do it, you set the tone. It's not an accident why I have success. It's not an accident why I'm in a joyful mood, why I have great friendships, why I have a life I love. It's not an accident, people. I work incredibly hard to have joy, to have success, and to pass that on to the world. And it's not that I'm special. I'm not unique. I'm not different from you. I just choose to work a little bit different. And if you can do that, I'm telling you, it'll change your life. And by simply just having a simple tweak on your morning routine, because every part of your day from that point forward is adjusted. It's different. It can be amazing. So that's what I have for you guys today. Alpha Devrek says, please respond to this. I don't know what's going on there. I see the comments coming in, guys. I appreciate you. I don't mean to not respond to you. Mike O'Leary, I believe I saw a message on LinkedIn I have not responded to, not on purpose, but I have a lot of messages that come in, and I promise I'm trying to get to you guys. Yes, start the day, Stephanie Desa. Commit intentionally, successful follow. Yes, you guys put great words out there. So that's it. That's my message to you guys on this Wednesday hump day. I hope you're having an amazing week so far. I don't know what you got going on. Here's what I will tell you. I have my daily podcast that you guys should tune into. Every morning, 8 minutes, I talk about some crazy, cool, whatever life is on my head. Go to shiftstarterdaily.com. I'll put a link up for you guys who are over here on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or I think it's Periscope. Where is it at? There it goes. So if you guys want to go to shiftstarterdaily.com, tune in. I have a podcast I dropped. It's free to listen to. All you got to do is go, hit the link, do the whole stuff, and then you can access it. It's super simple, but it's actually something I enjoy doing it today. I record on Wednesdays. So when I get done with this, I take my kid to school. I come back. I record next week's daily podcast for you. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Take care. God bless you. Get started on the morning routine, people. Do whatever it looks like. Find a way to put in some kind of movement, some kind of for your mind, some kind of help for your mind, and create some kind of motion. The more you can do this, the more of a routine you can get there. Man, the flow becomes smooth, and it's honestly powerful for your success. More powerful than anything else you may think. And it may seem like, I don't have time for that. I promise, if you make the 30 minutes, 20 minutes to do this, it will be the most valuable, most enjoyable part of your day. I kid you not. Honestly, if I'm wrong, come tell me. If you do it and then all of a sudden you're like, Anthony, I hate it, then that's fine, my fault. But you'd be surprised. There is not a fluke as to why some 90+% of Fortune 500 CEOs have dialed in unshakable morning routines. Think it's an accident? People that make that much money, lead that many people, have that much success. Now, I'm not saying they may be all the time 100% joyful. They may have their own neuroses, right? They're different people. They're just different breeds, right? But the truth of the matter is the level of success that happens when you control the controllables, and there's a reason why these people have morning routines in place. I'm telling you, the most successful people I know got them. So go get them for yourself, put them in. That's it. Take care. God bless you. Have an amazing Wednesday, and I'll see you on Friday. Take care. Talk soon.